For over 50 years, two companies have fought for control of the modern computer. Today, the choice between Intel and AMD determines your electricity bill, your room temperature, and whether your PC will be obsolete in 3 years. For most of computing history, Intel operated with very little competition. They built the physical bedrock of Silicon Valley and dictated the pace at which technology reached the consumer. Before modern marketing and high-speed networking, processors looked like this. These were raw, utilitarian integrated circuits designed to do math. By the early 2000s, Intel secured their dominance by aggressively pushing raw clock speeds. Chips like the Pentium 4 left competitors scrambling. Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, spent decades as the underdog, competing primarily on price. However, a massive shift in their engineering strategy eventually forced a market-wide correction. This chart tracks historical market share. Intel's long control was interrupted in 2017 by a sharp spike from AMD's Ryzen launch. This competition forced both to scrap old development cycles, redesigning their silicon from the ground up. This intense rivalry pushed both companies to diverge, creating two entirely different ways to physically organize their raw silicon. To choose the right processor, you must look past marketing and see how they are actually built. To understand which processor is right for your desk, you have to understand how they are physically constructed under the metal heat spreader. Intel relies on a hybrid architecture. They divide their processors into two distinct camps: massive performance cores paired with clusters of smaller efficiency cores. This setup creates significant multitasking overhead. The heavy cores focus entirely on your active tasks, while the efficiency cores manage all your background downloads and open browser tabs. Intel builds one monolithic block, while AMD uses a chiplet design, linking smaller, identical mini-processors together. This is cheaper and increases core counts. To fix the slight communication delay between blocks, AMD bolts a massive 3D V-cache memory pool on top. You are choosing between two engineering philosophies. That choice dictates your daily workflow, your electricity bill, and your room temperature. Building a PC in a warm climate means ambient room temperatures will ruthlessly expose an inefficient system. To achieve their maximum benchmark scores, top-tier Intel CPUs push high amounts of voltage through their silicon. A flagship Intel processor can pull over 250 watts of power under heavy load. Every watt is converted into heat that is exhausted directly into your workspace. You cannot clear that thermal load with a basic fan. You are often required to buy a premium liquid cooler just to keep the processor from slowing down due to heat. AMD's recent chiplet architectures deliver competitive gaming performance while pulling significantly lower wattage. Because they run cooler, you can safely use a standard air cooler, saving money for a better graphics card. In the laptop market, this thermal efficiency allows AMD Ryzen machines to deliver longer battery life when unplugged, while Intel laptops offer Thunderbolt support for connecting high-end studio peripherals. For power-conscious builders, the spec sheet is secondary to thermal physics. An overheated processor will forcibly slow itself down to survive, completely negating the raw speed you paid for. It is a common mistake to assume that a higher core count automatically leads to higher gaming performance. This chart shows how software uses hardware. The gaming bar stops benefiting after 8 cores. Most games rely on fast single-core speeds. But for rendering 4K video, Intel's efficiency cores handle background tasks, saving hours of rendering time. Intel also includes dedicated hardware like QuickSync, which makes scrubbing through heavy video timelines much smoother. They also tend to handle complex local AI workloads with high stability. But raw performance is only one part of the cost. You also have to evaluate the motherboard upgrade path. This timeline tracks longevity. AMD's AM5 motherboards cost more upfront, but support the socket for years, allowing future CPU upgrades without changing the board. Intel's motherboards are cheaper today, but the socket is a dead end, requiring a replacement later. Choosing Intel secures specialized computing power for today's workloads. Choosing AMD is an investment in the long-term life of your system. To make a final decision, we have to map these trade-offs to your actual daily routine. If your priority is achieving the highest possible frame rates in competitive games, the evidence points to AMD's X3D processors. In this case, you are choosing to prioritize gaming smoothness over multi-core rendering speeds. If your income depends on Adobe Premiere, 3D modeling, or local AI generation, Intel remains the practical choice. You accept higher power draws and premium cooling for faster professional output. For students and programmers on a budget, the choice splits. The Intel Core i5 offers stability and immediate value, while the AMD Ryzen 5 provides a cooler, easily upgradable system. Benchmarks alone do not tell the full story. If you need to shave hours off a professional rendering project today, Intel's specialized hardware makes the most sense. If you want a gaming system that remains cool and upgradable for the next 5 years, AMD is the logical investment.